Well, hello there and welcome back. If you've not been here before, my name is Rusty and this is me horror movie review and heavy metal channel where I discuss my favorite horror movies and movies in general and my favorite music, which is mostly heavy metal, grunge, post-grunge, punk, pop punk, and aggressive rock, pretty much anything. I like a little bit of stuff outside of the aggressive rock genres, but mostly no, it's heavy metal that I'm listening to all the time. And so we have been, or I have been, hopefully you too, but I have been enjoying the very difficult task of weeding out and choosing my top 10 Nightwish songs of all time, which I have, really enjoyed doing. And I'm dealing with Headbang Hair. If you're a metalhead, you know what Headbang Hair is. But yeah, so we are now up to number 3. This is my third favorite Nightwish song ever of all time, forever and ever and ever. Amen. Unless they come out with something new that tops it, but I don't know. I really don't see that happening. Well, I mean, I guess when a new album comes out, your top 10, of course, might change. There'll be a little thing. But when you're talking about the top 3, 4, maybe 5, it's really hard for anything new to break into, your top 5. So that can be a difficult task for any band to do once they put out a large catalog and you've went through it, and come up with your own favorites that burns your soul. They're going to have to top it, and occasionally that can happen. With every Nightwish album, little things have changed. When Endless Form's Most Beautiful came out, Elon definitely jumped up into my top 10, as well as the title track and other songs like that. That's a masterpiece album. So Elon definitely jumped up in there and into the top 10. So, and wasn't Endless Forms Most Beautiful in my top 10? I don't know. Was that a honorable mention? I can't remember. I'd have to go and look. But so yeah, we're now up to Amaranth from Dark Passion Play. Absolutely adore this album, and this song is very, very special to me. It is definitely, this one's hard to interpret because it's more of a Game of Thrones, fantastical Lord of the Rings. It's sort of a fantasy setting, and you can definitely make up a lot of different stories about what it means and what the struggle is and what's going on in this song. And it's one of the more personal ones where you try to interpret it. I'd love to hear your interpretation. What do you think it means? I know a lot of the times members of Nightwish come and say what what the song meant to them, and the person who wrote it, what it meant to them at the time and what they mean by it, with the understanding that everyone else is going to find their own interpretation in it. But I really love the story of this one, and of course the music. I am a big Annette Olson fan, as well as Tarja and Floor. I love Tarja's solo work. I love Annette's solo work. And yeah, I want to do couple songs here later from Annette's new album, which has just knocked me into the dirt. But yeah, so touch the glass, touch the screen, open up your soul, open up your heart. We are going to, take a ride with this song, which I love, and let's take a listen. I'm just a little bit dizzy. You know what? I was just thinking, I've never fell. Ever watch those videos like, what is the one? Fail Army, I think it's called, where you get to laugh at people's misfortune. And I was just thinking, I've bumped into stuff, but I've never fell headbanging. You would think that would be the one time when you would bust your ass, but I've never done that. But I definitely get dizzy sometimes. I guess you are. There's an art to headbanging. I mean, if there wasn't an art to headbanging, Angus Young would be dead. uh, but yeah, so I mean, there's a certain way you have to talk to headbangers. Well, you're headbangers, you should know. There's a certain way that you have to headbang to keep from hurting yourself, because that's a lot of sloshing your brain and work on your neck. But if you're a true metalhead, you get used to it and stuff like that. But with songs like that, it's more than just the headbanging. It's the power of the song itself. You get this adrenaline rush. You get you get the adrenaline rush. You get the exuberance and the joy. That song brings so much joy out in me. It just makes me want to stand up and scream. Which is what's really special about Nightwish, is they have a lot of them. And despite the fact of what the guy's done to Tarja and Annette, they have at least been really good in choosing Tarja, Annette, and Floor. Because all three of them have this magical, they're witches. They have, like Stevie Nicks, they have this power. And like, who else? Kate Bush is another totally bewitching lyricist and singer. So you have, people like that, and they were really good. If you can't say anything nice about them than that, aside from their musicianship, they are really, really adept at picking wonderful lead singers. Probably would have been nicer for them to keep them, but then we wouldn't have the three phases of Nightwish that we do. And each one of them has produced some very magical stuff of its own. So, yeah, that's the one good thing that I say about them, is that, choosing Annette, choosing Tarja, choosing Floor, they are very adept at picking really good musical witches that can cast spells on you. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that was Amaranth, my number three song of Nightwish of all time in my top 10 list. And that just leaves us with two left. You can take a guess in the comments. I think your number 2 and 1 is going to be, then you'll know if you're right or not when you tune in for the next one. I know you could do it like live or something to surprise people, but unfortunately, the surprise has to come in the notifications, I guess, when you get a notification. If you have I think the bell turned on. Of course, my notifications don't work for shit. Everybody that I'm subscribed to, I have to go and like check. Even though I've got the bells turned on, YouTube has really messed up its notifications. I don't get notifications for anybody. Then like one person's notification will come through, and then it won't till the next week, and they've done 3 videos. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube's notification system, but it sucks here lately. But yeah, there's no other way to surprise except to just, when you see it listed, then you're like, oh, that's his number 2, before you get to see it. So but now number 3 was Amaranth from Dark Passion Play, my number 3 Nightwish song of all time. And number 2 will be coming later, and then we'll get to number 1. And yeah, so I would be interested though if you have the time. Just tell me what you think my number 2 and 1 will be. You can look in the list. I put these in a playlist. I've never put any videos in a playlist, but I put these in a playlist so that someone can go and look at them all at one time, I guess. At least to look at the names, the title, song titles. But yeah, just put in what you think will be my number 2 and number 1 song, and we'll see if you're correct or not based on my choices so far, which was three honorable mentions, and now we've done 7 of the 10. So I guess you could look at them and try to determine in their catalog what my second and first one would be. But love you, miss you, bye. I appreciate you taking the time to rock with me, and I will see you in the next one. Keep rocking very, very hard, and I will see you later. Bye bye.